Blue Lock Season 2 introduced the best midfielder in football, who's part of the new generation World 11, destined to become a football superstar. I'm talking about, drumroll please, none other than Sae Itoshi. He's so overpowered that this recognition extends to FIFA recognizing their talent. However, given that Sae acknowledges Isagi as the heart of Blue Lock, and his brother Rin wishes to devour our MC, the story of this epic rivalry changed everything. But to truly understand its importance, let's rewind to their childhood. Chapter 123 highlights Sae's talent from a young age, where he was already a beast. He was a master of dribbling and long-range shooting, winning countless trophies for his team. His entire goal was aligned with Blue Lock's target, to become the world's greatest striker. However, as he got older, he got more unstoppable. But in a game where Sae crosses the ball into the box, Rin's legs, they start moving on their own. Inspired by his brother, he somehow scores an incredible goal, and I can't stress how impressive this is. This kid had never played football before, but Rin hit a perfect volley in the top corner, proving that Rin was a natural born genius, which Sae realized too, asking his brother to play with him and become the best in the world to support him, which Rin agrees to. I mean, Sae, he was his hero. After all, he wasn't always a bad brother. In fact, the themes of this story are very similar to Itachi and Sasuke Uchiha, because in chapter 270 and 271, we witness Sae being a good older brother the entire time. He cared for Rin and would always buy him ice cream or clean him. Sae even took the blame for Rin's mistakes when his parents wanted to punish him. This affection led to Rin believing he wanted to be by his brother's side all the time, as he loved him so much. But you see, to no one's surprise, Rin has been unhinged since childhood. I mean, this is the guy that told Isagi to die and much more. I'm just saying.
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
The insane truth is that the rivalry between Isagi and Rin trying to devour each other for the #1 spot stems from childhood, as Rin's egocentrism is revealed. Rin's nature is to break things, as he did with toys. This mentality grew when he watched his favorite anime, where at school, all the kids would support the hero called Evolve Man, who'd use people's support to overpower the villain. However, Evolve Man has a hidden meaning that's going to blow your mind. Blue Lock uses chapter 271 as a metaphor to represent Rin and Isagi's rivalry. Evolve Man represents Isagi, who adapts, and you guessed it, evolves to stand back up to destroy the monster with support. It takes away the life force from people to attain victory. This matches up with Isagi's playstyle of football, which uses others to score goals. Now in contrast, Rin is the ultimate monster, who self-destructs to get stronger, to beat someone better than him. This means that just like the anime, Rin and Isagi need each other to grow stronger, as their concept of devouring someone is different. The author showcases Rin's individualistic ego through multiple games in his childhood, such as Jenga by destroying the tower, scaring birds that flock together, and resonating with the predator cheetah eating its prey. Things get so bad that his parents get worried that Rin might be a freaking psychopath, and he asks Sae, "Am I weird, bro?" But out of everyone in the world, only his older brother understood him and accepted Rin's nature, and that they could be weird together. However, Rin then states he loves the monster in the anime, opposite of his brother. This is because the monster risks his life fighting to defeat someone stronger than him, even when he's blown to pieces. All of this leads to Rin's ego being called pure destruction in the Neo-Egoist League, and explains why Isagi is his greatest rival, since they keep using each other to increase their football skills. But initially, as they grew up, Rin wanted to win the World Cup alongside Sae, where they became known as two prodigies who dominated football in their area, being called monsters. Rin had developed into a similar player to Sae, having a phenomenal curve on his shots and amazing striking ability. This is because Sae, being a good brother, took the effort to train him. But Rin had something his brother didn't: an instinct for goal, which a striker needs. Rin called this a bad area, where he can sense where an enemy panics. This is eerily similar to metavision, and he was starting to access it this early. This is when Sae saw that Rin had something special, and this is a weapon that Rin will make better to surpass his brother in the future. However, as of right now, Rin relies on Sae far too much, similar to how Nagi relied on his team. If his teammates are bad, so is he. Soon after this, when Sae was 13 years old, he left to officially become a pro player, joining the academy of Real Madrid in Spain. But as a result, Rin struggles without his brother to help him on the field, so he starts incorporating his brother's playstyle into his own, beginning to dominate everyone. Rin led his team mainly due to his unique vision, which he later destroyed Isagi with, swearing to make his team the best in Japan. The entire time, Rin didn't stop training either. He was committed to keeping up with his brother, but when Sae returned to Japan after 4 years, he was a completely different person. After experiencing the real world of football, Sae realizes how stupid his dream was. There are many players better than him, especially strikers. So he changed his dream from being the best striker to the best midfielder. But don't get me wrong, Sae still believed in Rin, as he thought his brother could become the world's best striker, stating that they can be a team, with Sae as the best midfielder and Rin as the best striker. Now you're probably wondering, ABD, why did Rin's brother switch up all of a sudden? Well, in Blue Lock, there's a reoccurring theme that suggests a true striker is born, not made. This concept ties into these two brothers, because after going to Europe and witnessing top level talents like Kaiser and Loki, Sae came to the realization that he didn't possess the natural instincts to be a world-class striker. However, he recognized that Rin did. So despite seeing the most skillful players ever in the world, Sae still believed Rin had the potential to surpass them, which shows his deep faith in his brother. Remember, Sae was intrigued when Rin talks about his thought process during a game. But unfortunately, their relationship becomes complicated when Rin declares that Sae is no longer the brother he once shared a dream with. At that moment, Sae looks heartbroken and is about to cry, because Rin is unaware of how much it hurts for Sae to give up his dream of becoming a striker. In truth, he is secretly supporting Rin. For example, it is foreshadowed in chapter 1. Jinpachi Ego told us that strikers are not like other positions. The world's best forwards don't care about the team, so he needs to make Rin let go of their childhood dream to be together. On top of that, first-class strikers are different from goalies, defenders, and midfielders. They can only become the greatest by mastering their ego, which can only be possible alone. So in reality, Sae's rude behavior and unhinged statements to Rin is just all a plan to make his brother return to his original play style, the one full of raw, untapped potential. As we can't forget, Rin changed his style to adapt and essentially replace Sae on the team after his departure to Real Madrid. However, Sae believes Rin's modified style that's team orientated won't allow him to reach the true heights of a world-class striker. So you see it, right? This is Sasuke and Itachi. Now, we are the readers, so we can break these things down. However, Rin, he still sees his brother as a coward who ran away from his goal, who isn't even the same person anymore. So to teach him a lesson, Sae challenges Rin to a 1v1. He destroys Rin like it's nothing, with dribbling and agility on a completely different level. This is because of his experience playing against the best teams in the world. Rin is extremely far behind, and this is after him getting many times better in Japan. Rin is so devastated by Sae giving up that he states he has no reason to carry on his dream, only for his brother to completely roast and gaslight him even further. He simply states he's defective and that Japan turns exceptional talent into mediocre trash. Bruh. So in truth, this may seem a bit rude for a brother to say to another, you know what I'm saying? But in truth, Sae's disappointed that Rin wanted to use him as a reason to play football. So Rin means nothing to him. He's worthless and he never wants to see him again. Remember, Itachi said the same thing to Sasuke, hate me if you come back to me when you have the same eyes. And come on, the similarities are eerie. Now, instead of Rin, you know, finding another reason to play football outside of his brother, instead, he became obsessed, stating that Sae ruined his life, so now he lives to ruin his. Oh my god, is he the Joker? He's unhinged. But Sae was right about something though. Being so obsessed with him made Rin's growth slow down as a player, hence why Isagi was able to defeat him in their 1v1, even if he did lose in the end. As soon as Rin got Isagi as a rival, his growth sped up exponentially since he wanted to crush him and Sae both. Shortly after this, Rin was recruited into Blue Lock, becoming the best player by far, where we fast forward to the under 20 game where Sae Itoshi is chosen to play in the match since he's got world-renowned fame. He's got clout, he's got aura, he's got the women, he got the money coming in, he's got viewers and fans, people would want to watch him play. You know, that's how football goes. But Sae, immediately, he says, you guys are trash. And the under 20 team, you're trash. You guys should all quit. You're never gonna be as good as me. And then he wants to choose a striker from Blue Lock to team up with him. And he chose Shido, further angering Rin as again he was forgotten and cast aside by his older brother. So the Blue Lock team is made with Rin as its center point, and the under 20s team has Sae. So you could say this is just as much as Rin vs Sae as it is Blue Lock vs the under 20s. Rin tries to act like he didn't care, but this match means everything. The match begins in chapter 114, where we see what Sae is made of as a midfielder. He plays an incredible 50-meter pass and then begins running forward whilst holding off Chigiri to pull off a perfect loop pass which Sendo misses. Yep. Sae is pissed. So instead of passing, you know what he does? He scores this insane goal into the top corner. Now, despite this, Sae is not happy at all because he's playing against trash people. He doesn't even want to be a striker, as he revealed that he could have scored 3 times in the build-up but wanted to test him out before getting pissed off and taking the shot himself. Everyone is below him. If a striker can't outscore a midfielder, they're worthless.
And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are trash.
And in this game, Sae Itoshi is the hero and the rest of the players are simply puppets. This leads to Rin trying the exact same shot as Sae, but misses. No!
It's trash.
So this only highlights that he's still a level behind his older brother, and to truly surpass him, he has to awaken his ego. This leads us to Nagi equaling the game to 1-1, but Rin caused this to happen because the chemical reaction between him and Isagi is what led to this goal. Now, with ego stating that the catalyst to Rin's awakening is Isagi, you might be wondering, why is that ABD? Well, Rin and Isagi are rivals because they represent two opposing philosophies and approaches to becoming the best striker in the world. Rin sees the role of a striker as someone who should control the game entirely and win alone by crushing people, whilst Isagi, he believes in mastering the flow of the game and making decisions that lead to victory, including recognizing when to rely on others. Both of them push each other to grow. Rin forces Isagi to realize that raw talent isn't enough. One must also have a strong ego and ambition to win, whilst Isagi in return pushes Rin to see that there's more to football than playing alone. So by continuously clashing to devour each other, it forces them to go beyond their natural talents and perceived boundaries. Rin's this natural born genius with almost godlike skill level, forcing Isagi to adapt and improve. Isagi isn't a natural born genius. He has unconventional playstyle and has a growing influence on the game which unsettles Rin's perception of control. This makes them the perfect rivalry. And in the under 20 match, we see Rin. He finally challenges Sae whilst he's dribbling, but he still can't defeat him just like before. Sae states that as long as he's his little brother, he will never surpass him, embarrassing Rin with a nutmeg and defeating him in a duel. Shortly after though, Rin does score an incredible trivela from outside the box, even with IQ on his tail, making the score 2-1 to Blue Lock. Sae on the other hand, he barely even reacts, just blaming Sendo for being such a useless striker. He continues to dominate with his dribbling and again puts in a fantastic pass to Sendo, but Rin stops it, stating he has no right to call himself the world's best. But we see that Sae takes a shot again after this, meaning that when provoked, his true dream of wanting to be the best striker is still there when confronted by Rin. Sae almost leaves at half time, being disappointed in the entire under 20 team and Blue Lock itself. Remember that he stated that the reason he was playing here was to find the best striker. So to keep him on the field, they sub on Shido to be the hero. They are a perfect combination, and if not for Nico fouling Shido, he would have scored immediately. Not that it matters though, as from the free kick, they coordinate even more, and Sae sends another pass to Shido where he smashes the ball into the back of the net, equaling the game at 2-2. Sae finally found someone he could create a chemical reaction with, so his desire to win this game was heightened in this moment. Even Shido states that this was the first time in his life he felt like someone understood him, where he could play instinctively and Sae would always match up. As the following moment showcases this, where he scores one of the best goals in Blue Lock. So in this match, he was the first to achieve flow, but then thanks to Baro devouring Isagi, they level the game at 3-3. Isagi realized that the trance of flow is the key to winning the game. However, Sae enters his own awakened state shortly after, meaning that he was holding back this entire game and still no one could beat him. If he wanted this game to be over, it would have been. Now, if you didn't know, this is very interesting. Most of you probably missed this. Sae's aura is the Fibonacci sequence, symbolizing his character's talent and precision. The Fibonacci sequence, where each number is the sum of the two before it, appears in nature and reflects harmony and growth. This parallels Sae's mastery of football's rhythm and flow. Rather than relying on brute force, Sae uses intelligence and precise timing to outsmart his opponents, making his playstyle seem almost mathematical and beautiful. The Fibonacci sequence also symbolizes constant improvement, where Sae is always evolving, with each action building on his past experience. His ability to control the game and see opportunities others miss reflects how he grows as a player, much like how the sequence quickly escalates. Overall, the creator of Blue Lock gave him the Fibonacci sequence, representing Sae's natural brilliance and endless growth, emphasizing why he is seen as one of the top players in the World 11 and a model that others aspire to follow. This is showcased when he easily dribbles through the Blue Lock team, including Isagi and Rin. But Rin didn't give up, and by reading how his brother planned to destroy Blue Lock, he stopped the chemical reaction between him and Shido. Rin states he's going to surpass his older brother, but when it comes down to it, it's him, Saki, who stops Sae this time round. Like, bruh, he reads his past to Shido perfectly, surpassing all of them in this moment. Everyone is devouring Rin and playing around him, not letting him be alone, please. Oh, I shouldn't be laughing because that is until bro states, "This feels disgusting, bitch." Yep, you'd think that having a team revolve around you is what any striker wants, but not Rin. No. He wants to be everyone solo. So by finally realizing his brother's words, Rin awakens his true power. He has to destroy himself like Sae said. He was looking for reasons outside of himself to play football, but all that matters is his own ego. He dribbles past everyone whilst using their own weapons against them to draw out the best and use it to crush his opponent. Rin is so focused that he's drooling all over the place. Even IQ states that he can't stop Rin anymore, and the chances in a 1v1 were legit 0%. But things turn out bad, because when teamed up with Shido, they almost stop him and force Rin into shooting. But let's see what happens. Let's see. Oh no, he hit the woodwork, and Sae further roasts him for being tepid. Sae, he's a top level hater, but within a moment's notice, Rin challenges his brother again, but this time in his flow state. Sae keeps trying to get in his head, stating that he will always be in his shadow, and by not scoring, it proves Rin will never be the best. You see what I mean? Bro never stops hating. So in a shocking moment, Rin actually surpasses Sae just for a moment. He reads his brother and intercepted his dribbling, which leads to the ball flying into the box, and the only person who saw this possibility coming was him, Sagi. Just like how Rin used luck against him, he was in the perfect position. Using his direct shot, he wins the game for Blue Lock, becoming the hero of Japan. Isagi did almost nothing in this game, but he proved his worth as a striker at the last second, which Rin could not do. But then, Sae walks up to Rin after the game, stating that he was wrong. He believed that Japan could never produce a proper striker. So Rin, he's getting all happy, he's getting butterflies. Oh my god, my brother's come back to me. My brother loves me. I'm sorry. We love each other. And Rin finally calls him big bro again, and the manga becomes truly heartwarming until he cuts off Rin and states that the egoist Isagi Yoichi will be the one to change Japan. Yeah. So needless to say, this not only makes Rin more furious with Sae more than ever, but also Isagi, seeing him as his true rival, and he's going to kill him.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
But little does Rin know, this was Sae's plan all along. He's Itachi, remember? As he did say that Isagi brought out the best in Rin, so he antagonized his brother to make him realize this. But now we have to fast forward in time much further to when Rin was revealed in the Egoist League to have a value of 180 million yen. This made him the most sought after player by far, after he scored a hat-trick in every single game in this league with a phenomenal new shooting ability he unlocked. We already saw how busted he was before, but now by adding extra spin, he was able to evolve even more. So when PXG vs Bastard Munchen begins, Rin makes it very clear that his primary goal is to destroy Isagi. Rin and Isagi collide multiple times, with both of them getting the best of each other until Shido comes in and scores. But then when Hiyori plays a ball into Isagi, he's sandwiched by both his rivals. Rin and Kaisa are there to stop him, but Isagi, well, he becomes a true American and creates his new two-gun volley, faking with his left and nailing it with his right, surpassing them both. Throughout this game, Isagi is more focused on Kaisa than Rin, wanting to crush him more than anyone, so Rin is so pissed off. This becomes more apparent when Kaisa manages to score an insane goal that leaves everyone in shock. So Rin, he wants to awaken the state he was in during the under 20 game, which thanks to Isagi he starts to do. He stated that he wants to find his own rival who's better than him and self-destruct to defeat that rival, no matter the cost. This is his ego, to destroy at the cost of his own life. Yeah guys, you heard that right, this is still football.
Don't make no sense.
Now, of course, if we connect the dots, Sae definitely remembered this from childhood, which ties into what we said earlier, that Sae wanted Rin to get better, hence why he put Isagi on a pedestal. For this, Isagi needs to be better than him. So the tongue comes out and Rin enters his flow state again. This time, it's at a much higher level though, since he understands what he needs to burn brighter. Even Kaiser states that Rin is by far the most outstanding talent in all of Blue Lock. The only reason Isagi is as strong as he is right now is because of his desire to surpass Rin. Rin runs through the bastard München team with ease, using his teammates to get through on goal, which shows how he's changed. Before, he wanted zero help when he was in this state, but now he sees those around him as puppets as he can use them to score, just like how Isagi has rubbed off on him and his strategies. So, just when he's about to score, guess who stops him? Go on, I'll wait. Yeah, he stops himself.
I beg your pardon?
Rin doesn't shoot at an open goal because he gets a vision of Sae, telling him that it would be lukewarm. He wouldn't evolve further if he did this, so he restarts the attack. Why? Well, because he wants to use everyone on his team, gather all those who will die with him for his own goal. This play is so outrageous that both Noel, Noah, and Loki state that if this was a real game, he'd be banned for life, and he's the worst kind of egoist. But Rin is so broken now that even Isagi can't read his plays with meta vision. Rin is playing football, believing his life is on the line, which is what is making this power possible. But that's not all. He's also trying to embody the strongest illusion that can finally surpass his brother Sae. So despite all of this, he can't beat the illusion of Sae. That is until Isagi stands in his way. Remember that the person who makes Rin the best version of himself is Isagi. So when he clashes into him, he somehow defies physics, defies every rule of what it means to play football, and manages to make a free kick mid-air. Rin becomes so strong here that he did indeed surpass Sae for the first time in his life, and he simply used Isagi as a supporting character. Rin even inspired Loki to sub himself on, telling Isagi that he has a duty to try and kill him. It may sound off for Rin to be low-key inspiring Isagi, but through their chemical reaction, they both evolve. Isagi and Rin are the future of Japan. No matter who wins this game, they'll both be the players who change football forever because they'll keep devouring each other. Now, to enjoy more peak fiction that is Blue Lock, why not find out the real life footballers that inspired the characters in the anime?